Amara, a girl of 10 with eyes the color of moss and hair the shade of rich earth, stood at the edge of the whispering woods. She held a worn map, its lines tracing a path unknown. A thrill of anticipation danced in her chest, a stark contrast to the hushed silence of the forest before her. Girl standing at the edge of forest with map in hand. Amara wasn't your average girl. Her spirit craved adventure, her heart beat to the rhythm of exploration. She spent her days devouring books filled with tales of daring journeys and hidden worlds, her imagination yearning to step off the pages and into the unknown. So when she discovered the ancient map tucked away in a forgotten corner of the attic, she knew this was her chance to write her own adventure. The map spoke of a hidden waterfall, nestled deep within the whispering woods. Legend claimed it possessed magical properties, capable of granting wishes and healing hearts. For Amara, it was more than just a destination, it was a symbol of hope, a promise of something extraordinary waiting to be discovered. With a deep breath and a determined glint in her eyes, Amara stepped into the forest. The map, her compass, and a knapsack filled with provisions were her only companions. The path ahead was shrouded in mystery, but Amara was ready to face whatever challenges awaited her. Amara's fingers trembled with excitement as she traced the faded lines on the worn map. The parchment, yellowed with age, bore the marks of countless journeys, its edges frayed and its surface riddled with tiny holes. It had been passed down through generations in her family, a cherished heirloom whispered to hold the secret of a hidden waterfall. The map itself was a work of art. Intricate symbols, drawn in a language long forgotten, danced across its surface, hinting at hidden paths and forgotten secrets. A single, bold line snaked its way through the intricate network, culminating in a hand-drawn image of a cascading waterfall, its droplets shimmering like liquid silver. Amara's imagination soared as she studied the map. She could almost feel the spray of the waterfall on her face, hear the thunderous roar of the water crashing against the rocks below. This wasn't just a map, it was a portal to a world of wonder and magic, waiting to be discovered. Suddenly, a gust of wind swept through the attic, swirling around Amara and the map. The air crackled with an unseen energy, the symbols on the map glowing faintly for a fleeting moment. In that instant, Amara felt a deep connection to the map, to the secrets it held, and to the adventure that awaited her. With a determination that burned fiercely in her eyes, Amara knew she had to find the hidden waterfall. The map was more than just an inheritance, it was a call to action, a challenge to prove her courage and step into the unknown. The whispering woods stood before Amara, shrouded in an emerald twilight. Sunlight struggled to penetrate the canopy of ancient trees, their branches twisting and gnarling like the limbs of sleeping giants. Each leaf, kissed by the dappled sunlight, shimmered with 1,000 shades of green, creating a breathtaking mosaic on the forest floor. The air hummed with an unseen energy, a symphony of life played out in whispers. Birdsong flitted through the leaves, accompanied by the gentle rustling of unseen creatures and the gurgling of a hidden stream. The scent of damp earth and pine needles mingled with the sweet fragrance of wildflowers, creating a heady aroma that filled Amara's senses. The deeper she stepped into the forest, the thicker the silence became. The sunlight dwindled, giving way to an eerie green glow that emanated from the moss blanketing the ancient trees. Vines, thick as serpents, slithered down the tree trunks, adding to the mystical atmosphere. A thrill of anticipation danced down Amara's spine. Every rustle of leaves, every chirp of a bird, sent her heart racing. The map clutched tightly in her hand felt like a living thing, pulsing with a hidden energy that resonated with her own excitement. The whispers of the forest seemed to call her name, beckoning her deeper into its emerald embrace. With each step, Amara felt the weight of history pressing down on her. This forest, with its secrets and mysteries, had existed for centuries, a silent witness to the passage of time. Now, it was her turn to become part of its story, to unravel its secrets and discover the magical waterfall that lay hidden within its heart. Taking a deep breath, Amara stepped into the whispering woods. The forest floor was soft and spongy beneath her feet, a carpet of moss and fallen leaves that cushioned her every step. Sunlight filtered through the canopy, dappling the leaves with a mosaic of. Amara clutched her worn map in her hand, its lines a lifeline leading her deeper into the unknown. Her trusty compass hung from her neck, its needle pointing faithfully north. A knapsack, filled with provisions for the journey, rested comfortably on her back. She walked with a sense of purpose, her eyes scanning the forest for any sign of the hidden waterfall. The map was her guide, but the forest itself was a living labyrinth, constantly shifting and changing. Vines hung from the trees like emerald ropes, their tendrils reaching out as if to grasp her. Strange flowers, with colors as vibrant as jewels, bloomed in the undergrowth, their sweet fragrance filling the air. As she ventured deeper, the sounds of the forest changed. The birdsong became more subdued, replaced by the rustling of unseen creatures and the distant roar of a hidden waterfall. The air grew cooler and damp, and the shadows seemed to lengthen, reaching out to engulf her. Despite the growing sense of unease, Amara pressed on. The thrill of adventure burned brightly within her, fueled by the promise of the magical waterfall. Each challenge she faced, each obstacle she overcame, only strengthened her resolve. With every step, Amara felt a growing connection to the forest. The whispers of the wind seemed to carry secrets just beyond her understanding. The sunlight filtering through the leaves felt like a blessing, guiding her on her path. The forest was no longer just a place to explore, it had become a living entity, welcoming her into its heart. Amara stepped into the whispering woods, the air cool and damp against her skin. Sunlight, filtered through a dense canopy of leaves, painted the forest floor in a mosaic of light and shadow. Moss-covered branches reached out like gnarled fingers, their tips adorned with shimmering droplets of water. The air thrummed with a symphony of life. Birdsong, sweet and melodious, filled the air, accompanied by the gentle chirping of crickets and the distant drumming of a woodpecker. The rustle of unseen creatures in the undergrowth added a touch of mystery, while the gurgling of a hidden stream provided a soothing rhythm. The forest floor was a tapestry of textures and scents. Soft moss yielded beneath her boots, releasing a musky aroma. Fallen leaves, crisp and dry underfoot, smelled of damp earth and decaying wood. Wildflowers, their vibrant colors defying the dimness, filled the air with a sweet, intoxicating fragrance. Sunlight, fragmented by the leaves, danced across the forest floor, creating fleeting patterns of light and shadow. The dappled light played upon the moss-covered rocks, turning them into emeralds and amethysts. The trunks of ancient trees, weathered and rough, stood sentinel against the encroaching shadows, their gnarled branches reaching towards the sky like supplicants. As Amara ventured deeper, the air grew cooler and more dense. The sunlight filtered through the leaves, casting an eerie green glow on the forest floor. Vines, thick as serpents, hung from the branches, their tendrils reaching out as if to ensnare her. Strange, luminescent fungi glowed in the dim light, casting an otherworldly glow on the surroundings. The forest was a living, breathing entity, its sights and sounds a constant source of wonder. Each rustle of leaves, each chirp of a bird, each ray of sunlight filtering through the canopy, was a message from the heart of the forest, a whisper of secrets waiting to be discovered. Amara continued her trek through the whispering woods, her heart pounding with excitement and anticipation. She navigated the labyrinthine paths, relying on the map and her compass to guide her way. However, the journey was not without its challenges. One obstacle she encountered was a babbling brook, its waters rushing over moss-covered rocks. The bridge across the brook was rickety and old, its planks creaking under Amara's weight. She held her breath as she crossed, carefully placing her feet on the uneven surface. The water below roared in her ears, threatening to sweep her away if she lost her balance. After safely crossing the brook, Amara reached the foot of a towering cliff face. Moss covered the rock, making it slippery and treacherous. She held onto the rough stone, her fingers digging into the cracks as she began to climb. She scaled the face slowly, her muscles burning with exertion. The wind whipped around her, carrying the whispers of the forest. As she reached the top of the cliff, Amara paused to catch her breath. The view from above was breathtaking. The forest stretched out before her, a vast expanse of emerald green, its canopy kissed by the setting sun. In the distance, she could hear the faint roar of the waterfall, drawing her closer to her goal. Despite the challenges she faced, Amara's spirit remained unbroken. Each obstacle she overcame filled her with a sense of accomplishment and fueled her determination to reach the hidden waterfall. The whispers of the forest seemed to guide her, urging her onwards, promising the reward that lay ahead. As twilight descended upon the whispering woods, Amara pressed on, her resolve hardening with every step. The forest, once a symphony of vibrant life, now resonated with an unsettling silence. The playful sunlight had retreated, replaced by an eerie emerald glow emanating from the moss blanketing the ancient trees. Fatigue gnawed at her, and doubts began to creep into her mind. The map, once a beacon of hope, now seemed to offer only cryptic clues and deceptive paths. Yet, Amara refused to surrender to despair. With each challenge she faced, a fire ignited within her spirit. She navigated treacherous terrain, her nimble steps traversing fallen logs and overgrown roots. She waded through murky streams, the icy water numbing her legs, but her determination unwavering. She scaled sheer rock faces, her hands raw and blistered, but her eyes fixed on the horizon. With each obstacle overcome, Amara grew stronger, her spirit fueled by the thrill of the unknown and the promise of the hidden waterfall. The whispers of the forest, once a source of mystery, now seemed to offer encouragement, urging her deeper into its heart. As the moon bathed the forest in an ethereal glow, Amara felt a surge of hope. The roar of the waterfall grew louder, its thunderous melody echoing through the ancient trees. With renewed vigor, she pushed forward, the map clutched tightly in her hand, her heart pounding with anticipation. The darkness held no fear for Amara. The whispering woods, once a daunting labyrinth, now felt like a familiar embrace. She had faced its challenges and emerged victorious, her spirit tempered and her resolve strengthened. The hidden waterfall, a symbol of hope and magic, was within her grasp, and she knew in her heart that nothing could stop her from reaching it. As the day wore on, the forest grew denser, swallowing the sunlight whole. The dappled light that had once danced across the forest floor gave way to an eerie twilight, the shadows lengthening and stretching into grotesque shapes. The air grew thick and heavy, laden with the dampness of the earth and the musty scent of decaying leaves. The whispers of the forest, once playful and inviting, now seemed to carry a sinister tone. They rustled through the leaves, sounding like mournful sighs and taunting laughter. The once vibrant colors of the flowers seemed to fade, replaced by a dull, lifeless gray. Amara's initial excitement began to wane, replaced by a creeping sense of doubt. The map, once a clear guide, now appeared to be a tangled mess of lines and cryptic symbols. The path ahead seemed endless, with no sign of the promised waterfall. Fatigue weighed heavily on her limbs, and her knapsack, once filled with provisions, now felt like a dead weight on her shoulders. Hunger gnawed at her stomach, and the cool night air sent shivers down her spine. Doubts began to plague Amara's mind. Was the waterfall just a legend? Had she been foolish to believe in such a childish tale? The whispers of the forest seemed to agree, taunting her with their negativity, urging her to turn back. But even amidst the growing darkness and fear, a spark of determination flickered within Amara. The memory of the sun-dappled forest, the sweet scent of wildflowers, and the thrill of adventure fueled her spirit. She refused to let the doubts consume her. With newfound resolve, Amara adjusted her grip on the map, her eyes scanning the lines for any clue, any sign of hope. She knew she had to find the waterfall, not just for the mythical promise it held, but for the strength and courage it would give her to face the unknown challenges that lay ahead. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long, ominous shadows across the forest floor. The vibrant tapestry of greens that had once greeted Amara was now replaced by a monochromatic landscape of grays and blacks. The air, once alive with the chirping of birds and the buzzing of insects, had fallen eerily silent. Sunlight, which had once filtered through the leaves in playful dapple patterns, now failed to penetrate the dense canopy. The forest, once a source of wonder and excitement, now felt oppressive and suffocating. The whispers of the wind, once playful and inviting, now carried a menacing undercurrent, rustling through the leaves like mournful sighs. As Amara ventured deeper, the path became increasingly treacherous. Moss-covered rocks, once mere stepping stones, now loomed like giant obstacles, their surfaces slick and treacherous. Vines, resembling grasping tentacles, reached out from the trees, threatening to ensnare her. The once familiar landmarks, the babbling brook and the mossy rock face, now appeared distorted and menacing in the failing light. The map, once a source of hope and direction, now began to appear cryptic and unreliable. The lines, once clear and distinct, now seemed to twist and shift, leading her down ever-darkening paths. The symbols, once decipherable, now took on a menacing appearance, their meaning shrouded in an unsettling ambiguity. Amara's initial excitement, fueled by the promise of adventure and hidden magic, began to fade. Doubts began to creep into her mind, like insidious worms burrowing into her confidence. The whispers of the forest, once a source of inspiration, now seemed to echo her own fears and uncertainties. Was the map just a childish fantasy, a cruel trick played on a naive girl? Was the waterfall a mere legend, a figment of imagination in a place fueled by shadows and whispers? Amara's heart pounded in her chest, each beat a drumbeat of fear and doubt. The darkness seemed to close in around her, the forest morphing into a menacing monster, ready to consume her whole. As Amara pressed deeper into the whispering woods, the forest seemed to shift around her, revealing hidden paths and secret clearings. The dense foliage, once an impenetrable wall, parted at her touch, revealing narrow tunnels and overgrown trails. Sunlight, filtered through the canopy, dappled the hidden paths with emerald and gold, beckoning her forward. One such path led her to a clearing bathed in an ethereal glow. Strange flowers, unlike any she had seen before, bloomed in vibrant hues of purple and blue, their petals shimmering with an inner light. The air in the clearing smelled of sweet nectar and fresh earth, a scent that invigorated her spirit and dispelled the doubts that had begun to plague her mind. Following another hidden trail, she stumbled upon a crystal-clear waterfall cascading down a moss-covered rock face. The water sparkled like liquid diamonds, reflecting the moonlight in a mesmerizing display. The air around the waterfall crackled with energy, and the mist rising from its depths carried a faint, sweet scent. As Amara explored these hidden corners of the forest, a sense of wonder filled her heart. The whispers, once menacing and taunting, now carried a melody of enchantment and mystery. The darkness, once a symbol of fear, now held the promise of discovery and adventure. With each hidden path she discovered, each secret clearing she explored, Amara felt a deeper connection to the forest. The whispers no longer seemed threatening, but rather welcoming, inviting her to delve deeper into its mysteries. The darkness, once an obstacle, became a cloak of protection, shielding her from the outside world and allowing her to fully embrace the magic of the forest. These hidden paths and secret clearings served as a reminder that the world held more than what the eye could see. They were gateways to a world of wonder, a testament to the power of belief and the magic that lay hidden just beyond the veil of the everyday. Just when Amara felt all hope was lost, a sound pierced the thick silence of the forest. It began as a distant rumble, a tremor in the earth beneath her feet. As she stood still, listening intently, the sound grew louder, a deep, resonating roar that echoed through the ancient trees. Her heart leaped in her chest, a spark of hope rekindled within her. The roar was unmistakable, the hidden waterfall. It called to her, a beacon of light in the darkness, a promise of the magic she had sought for so long. With renewed vigor, Amara pushed through the dense undergrowth, the roar of the waterfall guiding her path. She stumbled over roots and brushed past thorny branches, her determination fueled by the promise of the waterfall. The darkness no longer held fear, but anticipation. As she emerged from the undergrowth, a breathtaking sight unfolded before her. A magnificent waterfall cascaded down a sheer cliff face, its waters churning and swirling as they plunged into a crystal-clear pool below. Sunlight, filtering through the leaves, painted the cascading water with rainbows of color, creating a mesmerizing spectacle. The air around the waterfall vibrated with energy. The mist rising from the pool swirled around Amara, carrying the sweet scent of wildflowers and the invigorating aroma of the forest. The whispers of the wind carried a melody of joy and triumph, celebrating her arrival at this hidden oasis. As Amara stood mesmerized by the waterfall, a sense of peace and tranquility washed over her. The doubts and fears that had plagued her journey vanished like morning mist in the sun. The challenges she had faced, the fears she had overcome, all seemed insignificant compared to the power and beauty of this natural wonder. The roar of the waterfall, once a symbol of fear and uncertainty, now signified hope and triumph. It was a testament to her perseverance, a reminder that the greatest rewards often lie beyond the most challenging paths. The hidden waterfall was more than just a destination, it was a symbol of Amara's own strength and courage, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always a light to guide the way. As Amara emerged from the dense foliage, the roar of the waterfall crescendoed, engulfing her senses. The sight that unfolded before her was breathtaking, a masterpiece of nature's artistry. A cascading torrent of water plunged down a towering cliff face, its surface shimmering like liquid silver in the moonlight. The water churned and tumbled, creating a mesmerizing dance of light and shadow. With each crash against the rocks below, a spray of mist erupted, rising like a ghostly apparition in the air. But the true spectacle lay at the heart of the waterfall. A vibrant rainbow arched across the cascading water, its colors as vivid as jewels. The hues of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet danced and shimmered, creating a breathtaking spectacle that left Amara speechless. The rainbow seemed to defy gravity, hanging suspended in the air like a bridge between the earth and the sky. It pulsed with an ethereal light, illuminating the surrounding forest with a magical glow. The mist rising from the pool below refracted the rainbow's colors, creating a kaleidoscope of sparkling diamonds that mesmerized Amara. Standing there, bathed in the glow of the waterfall and the rainbow, Amara felt a sense of awe and wonder wash over her. The world around her seemed to fade away, replaced by the beauty and power of this natural marvel. She felt a deep connection to the forest, a sense of belonging that she had never known before. The waterfall was more than just a breathtaking sight, it was a portal to another world, a place where magic and wonder resided. It was a symbol of hope and renewal, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always beauty to be found. As Amara gazed upon the cascading water and the magnificent rainbow, she knew that this was a moment she would never forget. It was a moment of pure joy, a testament to the power of nature and the magic that lies hidden within the heart of the world. Amara, drawn by the alluring mist and mesmerizing roar, ventured closer to the waterfall. As she stepped into the shimmering spray, the world around her transformed. The air shimmered with an electric energy, the water cascading around her like a curtain of diamonds. The mist, infused with the power of the waterfall, cleansed her body and soul. It washed away the fatigue of her journey, lifting the doubts and anxieties that had weighed her down. In its place, a newfound strength and clarity bloomed within her. As the water cascaded over her, she felt a connection to the very essence of the forest. The whispers of the wind seemed to speak directly to her soul, revealing secrets and wisdom she had never known. The trees, once silent giants, now stood as majestic guardians, their branches reaching out to embrace her. The colors of the rainbow, swirling around her like a kaleidoscope of light, infused her with a sense of joy and wonder. They reminded her of the beauty and magic that existed in the world, a beauty that could be found even in the darkest of places. In the heart of the waterfall, Amara felt more alive than ever before. The fear and uncertainty that had plagued her journey were replaced by a deep sense of peace and empowerment. She knew that she had not just found a hidden waterfall, she had found a part of herself that she never knew existed. The magic of the waterfall awakened something within her, a dormant strength and resilience. It gave her the courage to face any challenge that lay ahead, the wisdom to navigate the unknown, and the heart to appreciate the beauty and wonder of the world around her. As she emerged from the waterfall, bathed in the moonlight and the glow of the rainbow, Amara knew that she was forever changed. The journey to the hidden waterfall had been more than just an adventure, it had been a transformation. She had faced her fears, discovered her strength, and awakened the magic within herself. And so, Amara returned to the world, not as a girl who sought a hidden waterfall, but as a woman who had found herself within its embrace. Her heart was filled with hope and determination, her spirit forever bound to the magic of the Whispering Woods. With renewed energy, Amara ventured around the waterfall, her bare feet sinking into the soft, moss-covered ground. The air vibrated with an unseen energy, each breath carrying the sweet scent of wildflowers and the crisp tang of the mist. The sunlight, filtered through the leaves, painted the surrounding area in a mosaic of light and shadow, creating an otherworldly atmosphere. As she explored, Amara discovered hidden pools of crystal-clear water nestled among the rocks. The water, cold and refreshing, sparkled like liquid diamonds, reflecting the vibrant colors of the rainbow. She dipped her hand into the pool, feeling the energy of the waterfall coursing through her veins, cleansing and invigorating. The whispers of the forest seemed to surround her, no longer menacing but welcoming. They carried messages of wisdom and ancient secrets, stories of the land and its creatures. Amara listened intently, her heart swelling with a newfound appreciation for the interconnectedness of all things. She discovered hidden caves behind the waterfall, their walls adorned with glistening crystals that shimmered in the dim light. Strange plants, unlike any she had seen before, bloomed in the damp shade, their petals glowing with an ethereal light. In this hidden oasis, Amara felt a deep sense of belonging, as if she were part of something much larger than herself. As she sat by the pool, bathed in the glow of the waterfall and surrounded by the whispering forest, Amara felt a profound peace descend upon her. The doubts and fears that had plagued her journey melted away, replaced by a deep sense of confidence and self-awareness. She knew that she had not just stumbled upon a hidden waterfall, she had discovered a sacred place, a portal to a world of magic and wonder. The waterfall became a symbol of her transformation, a testament to her courage and resilience. It reminded her that even in the darkest of times, there is always beauty to be found, and within each of us resides a hidden strength that can be awakened through facing our fears and embracing the magic of the world. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the forest floor, Amara knew it was time to leave. But she carried the magic of the waterfall within her heart, a constant reminder of her journey and the strength she had discovered. With a smile on her face and a newfound confidence in her step, Amara emerged from the whispering woods, ready to face whatever challenges awaited her, knowing that she was never truly alone. As Amara sat by the crystal-clear pool, the cascading waterfall serenading her with its rhythmic roar, a sense of peace washed over her like a warm embrace. The whispers of the forest, once menacing and daunting, now sounded like gentle lullabies, whispering tales of ancient wisdom and forgotten secrets. She looked around at her surroundings, the vibrant colors of the surrounding flora and fauna seemingly intensified by the mist rising from the waterfall. The sun, filtering through the leaves, cast an ethereal glow upon the hidden sanctuary, bathing it in a warm, golden light. In this moment, Amara felt a profound sense of belonging. She was no longer a mere visitor to the whispering woods, she was part of it, her spirit intertwined with the very essence of the forest. The challenges she had faced, the fears she had overcome, had not only transformed her physically, but had also nurtured a sense of inner strength and resilience she never knew she possessed. As she dipped her hand into the cool, refreshing water of the pool, a sense of renewal washed over her. The doubts and anxieties that had clouded her mind during her journey seemed to melt away, replaced by a quiet confidence and a newfound clarity of purpose. The world around her, once shrouded in uncertainty, now seemed full of possibilities. She saw the beauty in the gnarled branches of the ancient trees, the wisdom in the whispers of the wind, and the magic in the glistening dew clinging to the leaves. This transformation was not just a reflection of her physical journey through the forest, it was a testament to her personal growth, a journey of self-discovery that had led her to the very core of her being. She had faced her deepest fears, unearthed her hidden strengths, and awakened the magic that lay dormant within her. As the day drew to a close, the golden light of the setting sun painted the sky in hues of orange and purple, mirroring the colors of the magnificent rainbow that arched across the waterfall. With a deep sense of gratitude and a heart full of joy, Amara knew that she was leaving a part of herself behind in this magical place, a part that would forever be connected to the spirit of the whispering woods. The journey to the hidden waterfall had not just been an adventure, it had been a pilgrimage, a coming-of-age story etched in the heart of the forest. Amara left the whispering woods a changed person, empowered by the magic she found within its embrace and forever bound to the spirit of the land. Amara emerged from the whispering woods, not as a girl who stumbled upon a hidden waterfall, but as a young woman who had discovered the hidden strength within herself. The journey had tested her limits, pushed her beyond her comfort zone, and forced her to confront her deepest fears. Yet, amidst the challenges, she had found a courage she never knew she possessed. The roar of the waterfall resonated within her, a constant reminder of the power she had awakened. The whispers of the forest, once menacing and daunting, now carried messages of encouragement and wisdom. She understood the delicate balance of the natural world, the interconnectedness of all things, and the profound respect it deserved. Gone were the doubts and anxieties that had plagued her before. In their place bloomed a newfound confidence, a belief in herself and her ability to face whatever challenges awaited. The once daunting path ahead now seemed filled with possibilities, each step an opportunity to learn and grow. Amara carried the spirit of the forest within her heart, a constant reminder of the magic that resided not only in hidden waterfalls and whispering woods, but within each and every living thing. She knew that her journey had just begun, and with every challenge she overcame, she would grow stronger, wiser, and more connected to the world around her. She was no longer just a girl seeking adventure, she was a protector, a steward of the natural world, empowered by the magic she found within the heart of the whispering woods. And as she walked towards the setting sun, she carried the strength of the waterfall, the wisdom of the whispers, and the courage of a heart awakened by the magic of nature. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the forest floor, Amara knew it was time to leave. The air grew cooler, and the mist rising from the waterfall swirled around her like a farewell embrace. A pang of sadness tugged at her heart, but it was overshadowed by a profound sense of gratitude and a quiet joy. She took one last look at the cascading waterfall, its waters shimmering like liquid silver in the fading light. The rainbow, once a breathtaking spectacle, had faded into the twilight sky, leaving only a faint glimmer of its former glory. Yet, the memory of its vibrant colors remained etched in her mind, a reminder of the beauty and wonder she had witnessed. As Amara turned to leave, she felt a shift within herself. The girl who had entered the forest just hours ago was gone, replaced by a young woman with a newfound strength and resilience. The whispers of the forest, once unintelligible, now carried messages of wisdom and guidance. The challenges she had faced, the fears she had overcome, had transformed her not just physically, but also emotionally and spiritually. With each step she took, Amara felt the presence of the forest around her. The rustling leaves, the chirping crickets, and the distant hooting of an owl were no longer just sounds, they were a symphony of life, a language she understood. She had become a part of the forest, and the forest a part of her. As she emerged from the dense foliage, the world outside seemed different. The air felt cleaner, the colors brighter, the sounds sharper. Amara saw the beauty in the ordinary, the magic in the mundane. The world was a canvas of possibilities, waiting to be explored with a curious mind and an open heart. Amara walked towards the setting sun, her heart full of gratitude and a renewed sense of purpose. The journey to the hidden waterfall had been more than just an adventure, it had been a journey of self-discovery. She had discovered the strength within herself, the magic of nature, and the importance of protecting it. And as she walked into the unknown future, she carried within her the lessons of the forest, the whispers of the wind, and the roar of the waterfall, a constant reminder of her transformation. She knew that wherever life took her, the magic of the whispering woods would always remain a part of her, guiding her on her journey and reminding her of the courage and strength that resided within. Amara took one last, lingering look at the waterfall. The sun had dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, mirroring the colors of the fading rainbow. The whispers of the forest seemed to hush, as if in respect for her departure. A bittersweet feeling settled in her heart. A part of her yearned to stay, to continue exploring this hidden paradise, to further immerse herself in its magic. She had grown accustomed to the rhythmic roar of the waterfall, the gentle rustle of leaves, and the comforting whispers of wind. The forest had become a second home, a sanctuary where she had found peace and solace. Yet, another part of her knew it was time to leave. The world outside beckoned, filled with its own challenges and opportunities. She had learned invaluable lessons within the whispering woods, lessons of resilience, courage, and connection to nature. It was time to carry these lessons into the world, to use them to make a difference. As she turned away, a single tear rolled down her cheek. It was a tear of sorrow, for leaving this magical place, but also a tear of joy, for the memories she would cherish forever. The forest had transformed her, opened her eyes to the beauty and wonder of the world, and ignited a fire within her spirit. With a deep breath, Amara started her journey back, the whispers of the forest guiding her steps. Though she knew she might never return, the spirit of the whispering woods would forever be woven into the fabric of her being. It was a place she could revisit any time, in the quiet corners of her mind, where the waterfall still roared and the rainbow still shimmered, a constant reminder of the magic that resided within her. And as she walked away, she carried with her not just the lessons of the forest, but also the responsibility to protect its magic. She would be a voice for the voiceless, a guardian of the natural world, forever bound to the whispering woods by an invisible thread of love and gratitude.